You said Luce thought so much of Wack and R&B that they made them the godparents to his newborn son just to have Wack stab him in the back as soon as he went to jail. That's some straight BS. Shaking my damn head. Yeah. Deep. Snakes. And y'all know, right? I told everybody that the snakes was going to clash. We just said that is deeper than we thought. I knew it was going to crash. Now we just saying it's deeper than we thought. Wack said on numerous occasions that we make millions together, right? The day before he got locked up, he said, we got a $5 million deal on the table. I'll give you my half of the deal, right? Because he knew the nigga was going to jail tomorrow, right? So he said, I'll put my half up right now. You can have my half right now of the deal. If I'm lying, if you can show anywhere that I talked about your wife and da-da-da, you can have my half of the deal. Nigga knew the nigga was going to jail tomorrow. He did the work. Yeah. And the nigga got more recordings on his phone to Luce. Now they was business partners, right? That nigga got more recordings on the phone of Luce Cannon that he got for the people. All the nigga do is record conversations. Most of the time it's illegal recordings. You know what I'm saying? But he do it for the people. Straight up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and share this video. Yeah. You know I appreciate all y'all. Big facts. It's a lot of cap on the net, man. That's all they doing. Lying and then capping and manipulating and, you know what I'm saying? For content. And then you gotta think about this, right? When they do it and then they get the views doing it, that's like taking a hit of a rock. When them niggas take a hit of that rock and they get that buzz, oh, I got the views. All I had to do was lie. All I had to do was make this up. Oh, man. I'm going to turn up with this. I can just make up a story at will. I need another rock. I need another rock. Come on, man. That's what these niggas is doing, though. You know, they don't care about being authentic. No, nigga. Straight up. They don't care about it. They just want another rock. I gotta get that fix. Straight up. You know what I mean? Wack is the 3-card Molly dealer. You never grow or win in the dealings with these type of people. Facts. Facts. Straight up. Facts. Straight up. Just keeping it a buck. Hey, we know he's approved to record. Definitely know that. If you see all the illegal stuff that he does, that nigga ain't worried about nothing. Hey, man, come on, man. And niggas still get on the phone with the nigga. Like crazy. That nigga do so much illegal stuff and don't be concerned about anything. Nigga, what? I ain't worried about nothing. I can do all the illegal stuff. I'm good. I got to go. The green light. What they gonna say? I'm gonna do everything illegal that I want to do. I'm good. They supporting me doing illegal stuff. I'm supported. I'm back. Straight up. You know what I mean? Wack say he don't run no plays. That nigga say I don't run plays. What? Nigga, you called and told me that niggas don't know when you running plays. Like, nigga, come on, man. Niggas say, hold up. I don't run no plays. But you called and told me personally, straight up, that you run plays. I know you run plays. It's all manipulation, man. All lies. SBGB TV live calling show. What's popping?
No, man. Hey, let me turn this TV down. Hey, I've figured out something. They got the they run 3 games on there, man. Them guys, you got the clickbaiters, the trollers, and the ones that run the play.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, you ain't trying to play them. You ain't trying to run in them lanes, man.
Yeah.
You doing your own thing. You ain't, they up there, and I think that might be clickbait about that thing with Luce Cannon.
Yeah, and I think it could be too. That's why, I ain't running with nobody saying, show me a video. Let me see something happening.
Right.
I ain't just going with the content because somebody saying, yo, my homie said this. It could be the homie or somebody else that might took the L just saying that, saying, look, let me hurry up and call and deliver this message.
Right. Well, because on a Friday or Saturday, he gonna get some clicks.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times, them dudes do that kind of stuff, and I said, like, it's the same dudes that said I was working with Wack. If y'all niggas lie about that, I know y'all lie about anything.
But like I was saying, they can see who work with Wack. He work with them every day.
Yeah.
The ones that work with Wack, he working with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working with somebody. You see me on one guy's channel every day. I'm on this channel every day. I'm on that channel every day. I'm working with him. He ain't over. I don't see him over here messing with you.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and if you really think about that, the niggas that Wack is working with, he's communicating with them. That nigga ain't called into here, since March. That nigga ain't called here since March, man. And I doubt he called back because he see that we ain't riding with his lies.
Look, if I play for a football team, right, you're gonna see me on the field with the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
So I don't know, man. But yeah, man, and like I say, so that's what I think, man. Them guys, and that's all they do. They either running clickbait, trolling, or they try to run a play.
That's it.
That's how they get that. That's how that's their lane. You
Yeah.
know, and then they fighting over, then they trolling each other. They running plays on each other. You know what I mean? They using each other for clickbait and all that kind of crap. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you say, you're not trying to get in that rat race.
Yeah. I ain't trying to build the platform off of being a follower with lies and
Right.
manipulation and what I
Yeah,
mean.
clickbait.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
So we
And
gonna keep it the way we've been having it. That's all.
yeah. Or you gotta troll somebody to get a reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's because they can't think. They can't think. They can't think. You know what I mean? That's the low hanging fruit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
They grab that. And they run in the corner, eat that, and they have to wait for something to signify some more low hanging fruit. But get up there, get that where the real fruit at the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's hard to get, where it's hard at. You know what I mean? Where it takes some effort to get it. Get some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, and like I say, so what else you got besides that they was running with that thing? And what else you was talking about with Wack?
What you talk about right now?
Yeah. I was listening to you, but I'm saying I know you was talking about the trolling and the running plays and
that's the main thing that I was talking about. I was talking about running plays and them guys, manipulating and that's they character and clicking up with people with business situations, how it always ends on a bad note. People just can't separate and say, all right, the contract is over, I don't want to do business. It always got to go with extra stuff.
Yeah. Hey, did you find out did Wack go to work that Thursday? What he was supposed to be taking off one day?
Oh no, he did something. I guess I don't know. He wasn't at the thing. They did the rerun. They put, not a rerun, but they played the part 2 of the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He probably had to go see them people. Who knows?
Oh, he had to go. He had to go. He had to go get up on the carpet.
Yeah. He had to go do something.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man. That's they running a mean. They trying to make that game tough. And then your boy. I heard earlier you was talking about the guy Govan.
Yeah.
Now you think that's a play? They trolling, or you think they just actually?
I think it's a play. I think it's a play. You know what I mean? Honestly, they tried to make it look good, but I think it was a play because, he was going on these press runs, and then the next day, Vlad dropped the first part of the interview, and he got an interview set up with Adam. He got an interview set up with multiple people, so I think it was a play, man.
So it was to get some buzz.
Yeah, I think, Seti Nash gave him, something. Might have gave him something for that, just to, do that little quick
promo.
Yeah, to put it out there, because he was talking about no jumper and he gonna be in LA and he gonna be in Atlanta and he gonna be in different places, whereas though it'll make people reach out to him that's in those areas to try to get an interview.
Yeah. He in that town, so try to hit him up.
Yeah, so I can see it as definitely being a play.
Yeah. You know, they run a lot of plays, man. They run, like I say, they run a lot of plays. That's all they do. That's their MO.
Yeah, that's all these dudes is doing is running plays. You know, you don't get too many authentic, people on YouTube because they feel like, okay, this person running a play. The only way that I'm gonna have some success is to run a play too, and that this is what's gonna separate me from all these jokers because I'm not running plays for content.
Yeah, and you saw what happened up there. Well, you know, they. I don't. I think. I don't know. I don't know if Wack and Luce called themselves running the play up there, and then it went bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that could be what happened. It could have been, Luce Cannon was supposed to do something to both of them, but they went all the way with it. It probably should have been some WWE stuff that they supposed to do, but they wanted the action to be action.
Yeah. They went too far. They want to make it look too real.
Yeah.
Well, it turned out to be real.
Yeah, it was definitely
fake,
real.
But then it turned real.
Yeah, it was definitely real. They had a bunch of idiots trying to do the play.
Exactly. That wasn't in on the play. They wasn't in on it.
Yeah, they was just idiots doing goofy stuff.
Right, because see, they wasn't going to pay them when they got paid. You know, if the play would have worked out, they wouldn't have got paid off. They would have got all the money from the views.
Yeah, they wasn't getting nothing.
Yeah, they was just crash dummies.
That's it. They got the other crash dummies there that's repping something that don't bring them no money, but they just repping it just to be a part of something, and these are the type of people that, they prey on, weak individuals that, grown adults now. It ain't like they teenagers. These niggas is grown adults trying to represent something that doesn't even hold no weight financially. It's just something that they want to say that they a part of.
A self lineup.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It ain't even like you get no money from the situation.
Oh, they gonna get something. They gonna get some charges.
Yeah.
And Wack, he running around like, I don't know nothing about it. I wasn't there. I was in the car.
Yeah. Straight goofy stuff. Yeah, my team stuffed me in the car right after I told Luce Cannon don't do it. So as soon as he told Luce Cannon not to bust the fire, that his team scooped him up, threw him in the car, and locked the door as if you can lock a G-Wagon from the outside with the driver in the car with the key. It don't even make no sense. They just locked me in the car. Like, come on, man.
I was scared for my life.
Yeah, the stuff that he says.
They were after me. The whole thing it was all about me.
Yeah, and if I would have did something, my team would have reacted, and I ain't want my team to do nothing. That's what a leader does. So the team threw you in the truck, but you the leader. Like, it just everything the dude says is just like cat to me.
But that was only half the team. The other half of the team was doing the work.
That's what he said. I held half of the team back. So now he's saying, if you listen to him, he said he held half of the team back. Then when it was convenient for him to say the team threw him in the truck, he said the team threw him in the truck. You know what I mean? But it was convenient for him to say he held half of the team back when he wanted to paint this picture to be this big gangster. But after he seen that ain't the picture that everybody was going with, now it's convenient for him to say the team picked him up, the team took charge, and threw him in the vehicle and locked the door, but he's just big leader. It's like, nigga lies so damn much. It's a lie.
So what was it? Was it a team and a half?
Man, it had to be 2 teams. It was 2 teams now, He held half of the team back, but we gonna hear him. But then we hear him say, "My team over here was held back," and that was Luce's team. So at first it was half the team. It was one team. Now it's two teams.
So he had the practice squad out there.
Yeah, you got JV and varsity out there. You know what I'm saying? He had JV out there in varsity. So he like, man, I don't know if he wanted to be varsity or JV, but he might have said, we was JV. I held us back. We JV. We let varsity go ahead and go.
Yeah, but he's not the coach.
Nothing. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He didn't do nothing. He got threw in the car. They picked him off his feet dangling. At 240 pounds, they picked him off his feet dangling, and they threw him in the car. They buckled his seatbelt, and they said, yo, don't open this door. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care who comes. Just don't open this door.
Hey, but you got the paperwork, don't you?
Crazy.
Huh?
Yeah.
Paperwork not saying that.
Ain't saying nothing like that, man. The people the people out there ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay Reed ain't say nothing like that. That this nigga got picked up and threw in the car and nigga. And we watched the video. The video didn't say that.
Luce didn't say that either.
Yeah, it's crazy. This nigga said, yo, they my team picked me up, threw me in the car, and it was one person at 12 o'clock. He said he had one person in front of his vehicle, one person on the driver's side, one person on the passenger side, and then he got one in the back to make sure the trunk don't open. So these niggas got your vehicle surrounded, so your doors don't open. If you wanted to run through the back and jump through the seats and jump out the back, you got a nigga at the back. Yo, I got the trunk closed. Like, come on, man. This shit the shit he says is just outrageous, man.
But you got the victim saying one thing, and then you got Luce saying the same thing the victim's saying.
Crazy.
So, like you say, man, see, he can spend it on YouTube, but he can't spend it in that courtroom.
Nah, yeah, you right about that.
Yeah, because he tried to spend, like I say, that's what I was telling you, man. When we saw him at that Keith D trial, right?
Yeah.
And, at the bail hearing, right?
Yeah.
And those prosecutors, right? They had him on the hot seat. He was sweating. You know, they called him in all kinds of lies.
Yeah.
He was like, oh man, he's looking all around. They pull out the receipts on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was cold busted. But and I think that's what's going to happen this time. They might have some receipts.
Yeah.
You know, when they go after them, they not going to go at them if they ain't have no receipts.
Yeah, they definitely gonna make sure they right.
Yeah. So but he been out there running around, man, and it's, you know how it is when you out there running around and you doing goofy stuff. In the streets, it catches up with you.
Every single time, though.
Yeah. You got to, sooner or later, you have to pay the piper.
Every single time when you out there running around in them streets doing goofy stuff, it definitely comes back and bites you.
Yeah. Big time. And like I say, and you are a multi-millionaire, you running around acting goofy. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, that's how you know it's Fufafi. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You saying you got all this paper and all this, these deals and stuff like that. Your affiliations say otherwise. The people that you associate with says otherwise. Like, what millionaire do you know wants to have debates and arguments with people that are buying, that he has to pay their money for their bails and their lunch, and like the stuff he says? Like, come on, man. Like, he's arguing with the people that he's saying that's begging him for money, but you saying you a millionaire. Like, that would be like the least thing on my mind, to have a conversation and argue with somebody that's begging me for money.
Right. And that situation at No Jumper, I don't see if he did have something on the table, it definitely would be on hold, if not canceled.
You said what happened?
I said after he was involved with that situation at No Jumper, if he did have something on the table, it would be on hold or canceled.
You said with Adam?
No, if Wack had like the diaper deal, if he had that diaper deal on the table, right? After that situation that happened at No Jumper, that diaper deal would be canceled or put on hold.
Yeah, like somebody wouldn't want to do business with somebody like that.
Right. Like what happened with Shannon Sharp, what happened with what's the other guy? The guy who the rapper, Fat Joe.
Yeah.
You know, when you get caught up in some bad publicity, hey, you know, them advertising companies, you know, you're not marketable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying what I said earlier. This dude talks about all these views that he's getting, but nobody's wanting you to sponsor any product to your audience. Like, it's like the stuff that he's saying, it's like he talks to the people that don't understand, but it's like people that understand it, they understand he's talking like an elementary kid trying to act like an adult.
Right. Well, right. So, I mean, who is a sponsor? I've never heard him talk about a sponsor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you got a YouTube channel and you got a lot of volume coming in, right? And your content is raw and it's authentic. These brand deals, people with different things, you know, it might be, you know, it could be like Hulu, or, you know, it could be a product or anything. They would reach out to you and, you know, want you to promote their product. They would be like, yo, I see you got a lot of volume, you know, we would love you to put this product on the platform, and, you know, so that you can showcase the product and set it at this time. But nobody, we haven't heard, never, out of the whole time he been on YouTube, nobody reach out to him and say, promote this product on your YouTube channel.
And he just signed a contract. He said he signed a contract, and he's supposed to have his own network.
That's all fufafi.
I know. I know. But I'm just saying the words coming out of his mouth. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, it's all fufafi. I guess he just like signed a contract with 607 to do like some podcasts with R&B. But mark my word, that's gonna fall apart too. You know what I mean? Because all the deals that he does, they all fall apart. You know what I mean? And it's gonna go sour. You know what I mean? And you can see he had a contract with Adam too. Ain't got no problem with breaking the contract. Adam's the one that's trying to uphold that contract with Wack. But I don't think Wack having a contract with about anything, gonna not say, man, listen, this ain't working out, I'm terminating it.
Hey, some of that stuff they say, I'll get into, I don't know if I would want to be dealing with that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why put himself in that predicament. You know what I mean? I would. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would give you no rhythm to be a part of nothing I got going on when I'm watching everything you deal with destroyed. No Jumper, destroyed. Your artist, destroyed. Like I don't need media experience to understand it. I just look at your past history.
Yeah, right. You know, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't think he can bring some value. You know, I don't know. I'm running on a different frequency. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, see how that play out.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go well. I'm just my opinion. I don't think it's going to go well for the simple fact that, you know, Wack is a jealous, controlling individual, and he's going to want to control whatever Unc's doing. And, you know, Unc, I don't think he's going to allow Wack to control anything that he got going on.
Well, like you said, you saw how he tried to talk to Adam.
Yeah.
He tried to get on. He tried to use the bully tactic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just how he said, yeah, I don't go away that easy, and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I gotta keep. I gotta keep the smoke off you.
Yeah. Like he protected him or something. Like, nigga, oh, you must be making sure that I got federal protection. You know what I mean? He says like, all right, well, I guess if I'm getting protected, I know the feds is gonna be protecting me because you letting the feds know, man, keep him protected.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But like I say, man, they that they want to play their game, man. They want to play their game. I guess, hey, let it play out. Hey, like I say, like academics say, we'll have content.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and I said that, to myself earlier, right? I said, let the nigga go ahead and be out for a while and nothing happen. I'm just gonna continue to have content. It's like I'm gonna have content. You know what I mean? Let them go ahead and they take their time, because I'm thinking like with that situation outside of No Jumper, they might be taking their time because they don't want to make it look bad with the witnesses, because Luce Cannon, he's gonna have to be a witness because of his statement that he said against Big U in the dispensary robbery. And then Wack, by him making sure Luce Cannon got up there and said that stuff, it's like both of their witnesses is looking bad right now.
Right.
You
But
know
see,
what I mean?
he lined Luce Cannon up before he got there. He had to make sure he had him he had him
Yeah.
wait. He had to prep him first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is why I know well he got a lot more information on Luce Cannon.
Definitely.
Because that nigga did this in February of 2024. So if you got this situation exposed, and then you look at that, right? So the feds didn't come until March of 2025. This information that they're using that's in the complaint with the feds is from an interview from 2024 in February, and they just indicted. So that's 13 months that him and Wax run together. The feds definitely had been getting information. Even though Luce Cannon was going on the internet saying certain things, but they definitely was getting information from Wack as him being around Luce Cannon.
Yeah, Wack been pumping him for information for a long time.
And when I sit there and think about this, right? I'm like, because I'll be sitting there thinking, the crew that Luce Cannon is repping, I really think that they're gonna give them an indictment for RICO. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that them dudes on the internet talking, and they talking about they know where R&B kids go to school, and like it's just the whole situation is organized criminally, and they're trying to portray this criminal image to the public. So I think that they gonna end up coming with a RICO for niggas for that, like I've been saying from day one. And the feds will let you go for months, years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they come through, they saying, all right, we got evidence from 2023. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, we got the evidence from this, because that case that they just picked them up on in 2025, they got evidence from Luce Cannon in 2024, but the case, they got evidence as well from 2022 and 23.
Oh, they definitely let you dig your own hole.
Yeah. So it's like you build so much evidence against yourself that how you gonna fight all the stuff you built up?
Yeah, against yourself.
Yeah, you built.
Yeah, they using your information against you.
Yeah,
your
the
own
information
words.
you provide. You provided it as you just living your life, doing wrong. And then they say, well, you said this day, you did this day, and you did that, and this what it is.
Right. You can dig your own hole.
Yeah.
Dug your own hole. Yeah. So, But I tell you, man. But like I say, I think I think that's I think they troll and clickbait on that fight. Because I think if it was for real, it would been a lot more info out. Because what happened behind the walls, it gets out, and it gets out fast.
Yeah. So like I said, I definitely ain't trusting the information coming from a nigga saying that I was working with Wack. So
right.
I ain't trusting that. Nigga said I was working with Wack and you lied. So what makes me believe that what you saying now is the truth?
Because that was clickbait when he was saying that.
Yeah, it was like 5 channels. They was oh man, they thought they had him up. They thought they had something. That shit went out the window quick.
Yeah, but they got some views off of it because they knew you was hot. You on your grind. And they said, okay, let's get a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Let's throw some salt on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but SB, I'm gonna let you go, bro.
Man,
but I'm tapped in.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
All right, cool. Later.
Man, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button and share this video. Yeah, man.